Welcome back to the Distributed Control and Automation Framework video series. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about collaboration. DCAF is an open source project that is released under the Apache 2.0 license. What this means is that you can freely look at, download, and modify the source code to this project. You may use this source code in your own projects. You may even create derivative works and sell those derivative works, so long as you include some attribution that it came from this project. Of course, I am not a lawyer, so please do not take my statements for legal advice. What I mean to say here is that it's open. It is not a R&D product coming out of National Instruments. This is a community-driven effort that depends on contributions and feedback from users just like you to succeed. Now, if you want to see what we're doing, the easiest place to do that is on our main pages on NI's website and on GitHub, where we host all of our code. If you go to ni.com/DCAF, you'll find the main Distributed Control and Automation Framework page, where we host videos such as this one, documentation, presentations, as well as our community forum, where you can ask questions directly of myself and the other DCAF developers. If you have any questions about the framework and you want to know more, just go to ni.com/DCAF and then come down here to start a discussion or ask a question. Of course, we also have various manuals, getting started guides, frequently asked questions, and other documentation available to you. Give those a read first, and if it doesn't do what you need, let us know. Of course, you can also feel free to go in there, suggest changes, write your own documents, and send them to us. We'd love to see it. If you want to go a step further and not just ask us a question, but report a bug or provide your own module up to the community to share, or you want to even dig a step deeper and recommend some changes to our source code, you're more than welcome to do so. We post every little bit of the source code up on GitHub. If you go to github.com/LabVIEW-DCAF, you'll find the entirety of DCAF is posted here. We have a separate repository for each individual module that is available within the system. Each of those modules gets built into a VI package. Each of those VI packages gets posted eventually up to the LabVIEW Tools network, where it can be downloaded freely. If you want to take a look at what we're working on, go to GitHub, take a look at the various repositories, and you'll see what modules or improvements are in the works. The primary place for the central components of DCAF is this project, DCAF Core. This is what you actually will download from the LabVIEW Tools network. It's really just a shell for the different packages that we create. If you report an issue on DCAF Core, well, it's not going to do a whole lot because DCAF Core itself is pretty small. If you want to get into the actual guts of implementation, that's going to be this project, Tag Editor Core. Here you have the capability of reporting issues, basically submitting a bug directly to myself and the other DCAF developers. If you have a GitHub account, log in, create a new issue, put a couple of labels on it to tell us what it is, and tell us what's happening. We'll do our best to respond as quickly as we can. We do ask, however, that you don't report issues directly to GitHub if you just have a question about how something works, or if you're not sure if something is a bug. For that, we do ask that you go over to the ni.com/DCAF page and ask us a question here. We may be able to provide you a solution faster if you do it that way, and you might find yourself able to find pre-existing answers to questions here. But if you are interested, you can feel free to come over here as well. We just reserve the right to push you back over to the community group if there's not already an answer to your question. If you have your own module that you wish to submit, you are also welcome to do so. Just let us know what you'd like. We can actually add you in to the DCAF community group on GitHub. It is completely open. It is a public group. And you can host your own repository for your module up here. Please note that anything that you put up here on LabVIEW DCAF, you will have to submit a very quick document essentially stating that any code that you post here actually came from you and that you assume the responsibilities of putting the code that you post under the Apache 2 license. Basically, don't post somebody's copyrighted or proprietary work here. That was something that we do not want in our projects. But if you want to post something that you have created and share it with the community to add value, by all means do so. If you're not comfortable with those license terms, you can of course host it in a different repository system, build a package for posting on the LabVIEW Tools network, and post your package that way. It is absolutely possible, if you so choose, to build a paid licensed package for DCAF, host it on the LabVIEW Tools network, and ask people to pay for it. If that's your business, by all means do so. We do hope, however, that you embrace the open source ethos and help us provide reusable components for free, open source, so that we can all work together to improve and bring the state of the art a little bit further along on these types of systems. If you have any questions, please come to ni.com/DCAF, look through our documentation, ask us a question, and if you've got code that you wish to submit or confirm bugs that you want to report, come over to GitHub. Let us know.